Hello, this is Dr. Praveen Ramachandra. I'm senior endocrinologist working in Diaplus Endocrinology Clinic, Yelahanka, Bangalore, India. Please watch this video.
Welcome to today's Explainer. Look, if you've ever felt completely overwhelmed trying to manage diabetes, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're diving into some fantastic patient education guidelines put together by Dr. Praveen Ramachandra. He's a senior endocrinologist at the Diaplus Endocrinology Clinic right in Yelahanka, Bangalore, India. We are taking his clinical expertise straight from the Diaplus Endocrinology guidelines and turning it into a super practical, everyday guide for you. The whole goal here? To give you the know-how to get real dietary flexibility and honestly, incredible control over your day-to-day life. Right off the bat, the Diaplus guidelines ask a really great question. Between a slice of cake and an apple, which one do you choose? I know, your instinct is probably to instantly label the apple as the good food and the cake as completely off-limits. But what if we challenge that? See, carbohydrate counting really isn't about restricting yourself. It's actually a tool for balance. It's about recognizing that, hey, both of these foods have carbs, and the real magic happens when you know how to balance those carbs with the right amount of insulin. So here is our roadmap for today. First up, we'll cover the basics of carbohydrate counting. Second, estimating your food portions. Third, setting daily carb goals. And finally, we'll get into insulin pump therapy basics. All right, let's jump straight into section 1, the basics of carbohydrate counting. This is really the foundational science. The absolute core idea here is that carb counting is just balancing the carbohydrates you eat with the insulin you take. That balance, that is exactly what determines how much your blood glucose is going to rise after you finish a meal. By counting those carb servings, you're essentially giving yourself a really accurate guess of what that post-meal spike will look like. It makes sense, right? The more carbs you eat, the higher the spike, and so you're going to need a bit more insulin to cover it. Let's put this into a real-world scenario. Imagine you're sitting down to a classic, delicious South Indian meal. We're talking idli and dosa. Now, that meal is loaded with complex and simple starches, making it pretty high carb. Contrast that with, say, a meal of grilled paneer and a fresh salad, which is way lower in carbs. Because of all those starches, the idli and dosa are going to push your blood glucose levels significantly higher than the paneer and salad would. And because of that larger spike, you'll simply need more insulin for the South Indian meal. The takeaway here? It's definitely not about saying no to the dosa, it's just about knowing exactly how to manage it. Moving right along to section 2, estimating your food portions. Think of this as building your everyday visual toolkit. To keep all this counting from getting totally overwhelming, the Diaplus guidelines use a really clever system based on exchanges or carb choices. And here is the golden rule you want to remember. 15 grams of carbohydrates equals exactly 1 exchange. Just to put that into perspective for you, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 average-sized apple, or a single slice of whole wheat bread, they all have roughly 15 grams of carbs. They are all exactly 1 exchange. Once you get this 15-gram block locked in your mind, meal planning gets so much easier. Now, what happens when you're out and about and don't have a kitchen scale or measuring cups handy? Well, it turns out you have a super handy portion guide literally attached to your wrists. A closed fist is actually a fantastic way to visually estimate about 1 cup of rice. On the flip side, the size and thickness of your palm is a pretty perfect estimate for a standard serving of protein, like a piece of fish or some meat. Building on that little visual toolkit, a piece of fruit that's about the size of your closed fist is generally going to be equivalent to 1 serving. And if we tie that back to our golden rule from a minute ago, that typically means about 15 grams of carbohydrates or 1 exchange. Now, keeping it real here, estimation is an amazing skill to have when you're eating at a restaurant or grabbing dinner at a friend's place, but for sure, your chances of absolute precision are always going to be best when you use actual measuring tools at home. Okay, section 3, setting daily carb goals. Let's talk about how to actually structure your day. So what does a balanced, consistent carb meal plan actually look like? Well, for a 1,300 calorie per day diet, it looks exactly like this. The target is hovering around 165 grams of carbs for the entire day. Check out the structure here. We've got 30 grams at breakfast, which is 2 of those 15-gram carb choices. Then, for lunch and dinner, it bumps up a bit to 45 grams or 3 choices per meal. And sandwiched in between, you have 15-gram snacks to keep those blood sugar levels nice and stable. Breaking your day down into these consistent, manageable blocks really helps keep your blood glucose close to target levels. Plus, it makes figuring out your insulin needs incredibly predictable. Let's dive into our final section, section 4, insulin pump therapy basics. This is all about mimicking the pancreas. Dr. Ramachandra's guidelines make a huge point of highlighting just what a massive boon insulin pump therapy is. And why is that? Well, think about it. Instead of taking a rigid insulin injection and then having to force your life, your meals, and your entire schedule to match how that single shot is working, a pump flips the script. It allows you to match your insulin to your actual lifestyle. It gives you a continuous background basal rate of insulin between your meals, and then it lets you deliver quick, bolus doses right before you eat. It is literally mimicking how a healthy human pancreas works. But you might be wondering, how does the pump actually know how much insulin to give you for the food you're about to eat? We use something called the 500 rule to figure out your insulin to carbohydrate ratio. It's a two-step process. Step 1. You find your total daily dose, or TDD. That's just all the basal and bolus insulin you take over a full 24 hours. Step 2. You simply take the number 500 and divide it by that total daily dose. Whatever number you get tells you exactly how many grams of carbs are covered by just one single unit of insulin. Let's do a quick example to make that totally clear. Let's say your total daily dose is 40 units. You just divide 500 by 40, which comes out to 12.5. So what does that mean for you? It means your specific insulin to carb ratio is 1 to 12.5. Literally, for every 12.5 grams of carbohydrate you eat, your pump needs to deliver exactly 1 unit of insulin. I know this sounds a bit advanced, but the beauty is once this ratio is programmed in, the technology does all the heavy lifting to keep your glucose right in range.
Now, what if you're not just snacking on an apple? What if you're diving into a really complex meal? This is where modern pumps show off some genuinely incredible delivery options. You've got your normal bolus for standard, everyday meals, but then you have these amazing features like the square wave bolus. Say you're eating a high-fat, high-protein meal, like a big, heavy cheese pizza. Fat and protein take quite a while to digest, which means those carbs are going to hit your bloodstream hours later. With a square wave bolus, you can tell the pump to deliver that insulin slowly and evenly over a few hours, say 4 hours, so that the insulin peaks at the exact moment that pizza is finally digesting. It's total, absolute precision. Objectively amazing technology, right?
We have covered a tremendous amount of ground today unpacking the Diaplus Endocrinology Guidelines. From mastering the 15-gram exchange, to using your own hands as portion guides, all the way to setting up a square wave bolus for pizza night. Dr. Ramachandra's ultimate goal with this patient education is exactly this: to transform diabetes anxiety into real, actionable confidence. So, looking at this new toolkit you have at your disposal, what piece of your lifestyle are you going to take back control of today?